Hello there, welcome to Heart Explained Therapy. Now I want to directly speak to people who suffer really bad with mental health and possibly suicidal thoughts or extreme, basically being paralysed by your mental health. When you get in the rut and you do really bad behaviours because of it, anger issues, maybe you take drugs or you turn to drink. I want to talk to these people directly, and I'm going to talk to you now whilst I'm suffering with mental health. You see, I'm going to talk you through the process as I'm experiencing it. Now the reason that I'm doing this is because I've got a philosophy that if you do a positive thing when you feel really bad, you retrain your mind and your belief systems and the stuff that makes us human. You retrain yourself to think that the negative feeling that you get is almost like a trigger point for something positive. So as you feel nervous or excited about a certain event, and you know that's because of what's about to happen, the same thing that actually creates the fight and flight mode, that creates the mental health, which is worry and a first little trigger. I'm trying to retrain the philosophy of my mind and my body and my physical self to do something positive in my worst state scenario. And I think that this is a habit that can be practiced and achieved. But as you can tell, my voice is droning. I sound like I'm sad, and this is the mental health. It's kind of gripped me, but luckily I've got enough skills to be able to do this and talk you through the process. This is basically introspection live on camera, and I'm doing it for the benefit of you, because I believe there's a place out there that exists that's magical. That's where you just feel enjoyment. And if you're suffering with mental health, you'll probably look around and you'll see that other people find this place, they're at this destination, and you're not, and you want to get there, and you have no idea of how to get there, and you don't actually change anything that you do. So the truth is, you're never going to get there, and you're kind of like the yin and the yang symbol. You're chasing your own tail. You're getting lost in, is the picture black, is the picture white? And what you have to do is just understand that you, at the moment, project the reality that you see. You think the thoughts that you think. You become the disorders that you say that you are. Regardless of what the doctor has said about chemical imbalance, regardless of what people have said that must be your mood, or these memes that you've seen, where you've seen, are you a narcissist, 10 traits of a narcissist, and then if you see 10 traits of an empath, they are just a reflection of human traits. There's nothing to get hung up about. And what's really going on is you're actually ignorant to certain facts, and ignorant isn't that horrible meaning we've always viewed, or I've always viewed ignorant as a horrible word. Ignorant is just you not knowing something. Ignorance. You're ignoring something that is happening and you're experiencing, but you're putting it down to different factors, and you're not understanding or going out there to learn any new knowledge. Now, how can you go to this magical place? How does it happen? Does the fairy godmother come down and wave a magical wand and turn you into a real boy? It doesn't quite work like that. There's a few little habits that you have to do, but fortunately you should know, whether you're 18 or 45, that all your life has ever been experience of habits becoming behaviours. That's all we've ever done. That's all that we've ever known how to do. We learn something, we carry it out, it causes an effect. It causes an effect. And whether you think that is particles vibrating or actions being carried out and turning into events, whether you think that it's invisible or solid matter, all those theories and stories are distractions. Just remember that the basis of your sort of being is a habitual sort of human biological person, and we can do baby steps to get you out of this mire. Now, what you're avoiding is painful, uncomfortable trauma. You are avoiding your fear, and you have every right to. Your mind and body tells you to. It is designed that way. It is designed to say, iceberg dead ahead. Now, you can go around it, but there'll still be more icebergs. You'll still come back to that iceberg, and unlike the definition of an iceberg that is constantly mounting, this iceberg that you avoid gets bigger. So it's important that we smash straight through it. Now this is going to sound scary, because I'm going to ask you to do something that actually makes you think is the worst thing in the world. It's death. Now, this is why I'm telling you, if you've got a sort of hand on part of a ladder, if you are stuck in a distraction like work or law of attraction or religion, if you've got something already, you don't need to do this. Your ego is where it needs to be, and until you're in crisis mode, you don't need this philosophy or understanding. I'm talking to people who are having suicidal thoughts, who don't want to live anymore. If you think that you've got to get out your headspace, and you think that you're going to get sectioned, or you think that your whole life is being ruined, or you're going to take your anger and abuse out on other people, and you're going to use domestic violence as an avenue to let this dark shadow out, or you're going to commit a crime, or you're committing crimes, this is for you. You have to go to this crisis point. You have to go beyond it to see and accept that there is a future that's an alternative